So right now, I want to thank a one Review Tech USA for bringing the story to light, because otherwise it totally would have flew over my head, right? So I personally am a believer that I should be thankful for every little bit that I get when it comes to streaming, right? And that I should not take things for granted, right? And even if somebody has a different opinion of mine, I should take that with a grain of salt. You'll think, oh yeah, that's fair, right? Yeah, it's like we can have the means of the mind. We have a conversation. We can, do the thing, right? Right. We can grow as people and a community, and we can move forward, right? As as adults, right? Well, apparently, a one Summit G thinks otherwise, and this is really what the story comes to. Now, Rich believes differently than I do, and that's fine. Now, Rich believes this is all acts of trolls, and he shouldn't feed them, and he understands, and yada yada. I personally believe that this is a result of, well, let's take a listen, shall we?
Um, for sponsored segments. I'm not a fan, on how the chat rolls through some of this content and the comments that goes down. You know what I'm saying? I know that we got more positive motherfuckers in the chat. I just need them to talk and wash out all the negative. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, dude, come on, man. Like, you think every single game I play you're gonna like? That's not a possibility. You know what I mean? Trust me, there's games in life that I like that you don't. I promise you. And you just, instead of being a negative Nancy, you just go do your thing. Or suck it the f up, you know what I mean? Something's got to change. That dynamic's definitely changing. I'm gonna be a little bit more, I think a little harsher on the chat on that one, boys. Or keeping it in sub only, even if it's crawling. You don't have like you shouldn't feel like, oh, I have this right to express my opinion. Like, it's my channel. Like, I don't give a f. I'm not trying to, I'll ban the f out of you for saying something that you might think is not a bannable thing. But it doesn't matter. Because what I deem bannable is bannable. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. So, right there, you heard him talk about people being upset about a sponsored segment that he was doing. And apparently, it sounded like, if you listen more, it sounds like what it was he was playing a video game for a sponsored segment, and the crowd got agitated, pleased, not pleased, angry, whatever. Now, here's the thing. Anyone that has ever streamed before, whether it's small channel, big channel, whatever, knows that when you're known for a specific game and then you jump games, this happens, right? This happens. Now, a lot of us will take this with a grain of salt, right? And it does get harder the larger the channel is. I've seen huge channels take a lot of slack for not playing the game that the audience think they should play, and it gets a little out of hand sometimes, you know. But I get it. Heaven forbid, when Shroud first decided he didn't want to play PUBG, and you know, and the crowd was like, "No, we want you to play PUBG," and Shroud took a while to to move past PUBG into what he does now, which is basically play whatever he wants. So I get it, but at the same time, if the audience simply saying we don't like this game is kind of crap for X, Y, or Z, and you are butthurt about that, maybe you need to figure out a better way to deal with it, or you need need to step away for a little bit. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe live streaming isn't your thing. Maybe you need to like record gameplay footage and do let's plays or whatever. Maybe that's more your thing. I don't know. But this isn't really the way that you do this, because this what you're doing is you are attacking your audience and you are sending a message as, hey, I don't give a damn. Don't watch me because I don't like you. So go fuck off. That's the message you're sending, right? And so, like I said, this is my first introduction to this Summit dude. First time hearing about him. I don't know how big or small he is, whatever. But apparently he must be kind of big because he made the news, kind of, sort of, internet news, whatever, if that's even news. Anyway, point being is, this was the wrong take to have. This is the wrong um, reaction to have. At the very most, he should have just brushed it off and moved on. And if he wanted to make it his chat sub only, he could have just did that. Now, I think sub only chat is kind of like turning your comments off on YouTube. There's no good that comes of it. But I get some people do that because it just moves too fast. You know what I mean? But whatever, to each their own. But you're not. This is not how you handle a bad situation. This is how you add fuel to the fire.